Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, or whatever time of day this is for you. A little later in the morning for me. It's a Tuesday. I'm recording it. Pellet. Try it Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Tears Tuesday. Maybe. Hi. Hello. It's me, Wingy Schneebe, Majaki Quay, your friendly, freakiest, sweetgrass water medicine woman. Also, Christiana Carr, Chris Carr, superstar, all this beautiful divine being right here. Oh yeah, also Granny Carr, superstar. Welcome, all you beautiful divine beings, right here too. How goes it for you on this Tuesday? I have a PSW coming in, giving me the shower today. It's pretty good, it's stinky. Smelling like an old hippie. I am over her, but that's all right. Yeah, for me, I've had some tears today, released. Well, it's my flow time and my moon time, and it's just been kind of hanging on, so it hadn't let go of the flow yet. And now I guess today is going to be first full flow day, maybe, which is a little awkward with a PSW, maybe. I gotta get over myself. That's what my friend Margaret always say. Oh, get over yourself. We all need to get over ourselves, huh? We're all human beings here. We all fart. We all poop. We all got wipe our own bums. You know, except for those that aren't capable of being able to do that, and then they would need some help. And there's nothing wrong with that. No shame. No shame. Is there? Or there's lots of shame in this world, isn't there? Anyways. Releasing day. Let's jump into what we gonna do today. Ah, that's right. Can you see what this I got? The time is my phone charging there. Wow, wonky times in this times, and you know, track your cycles. It's so important, men and women. Men, you can do it maybe by the moons, because your waters, we're all human bodies made mostly of water, so the moon will probably affect you too, and you'll have your own cycles. See how that goes. And you know, if we tap into those, we can learn and plan those things, because you know, we can't expect to be at our peak energy if in this time in the cycle is the biggest fatigue days, right? So we don't plan things with a whole lot of stuff. You know, I used to do that, or sometimes we're going along and next day we're like, whoa, what the heck? Well, the hormonal changes, and you look at the thing, go, oh, okay, see, I get more teary-eyed on these days when it's this time before me. Yeah, I get really teary-eyed at the beginning of my flow. But then if you think in those traditional ways, and they think as woman is in ceremony every month in that time, and that's where the sweat lodge was dreamed up, because women in ceremony every month. The sweat lodge was actually a man's ceremony. Now it's for all, but originally that's what it was. And the same with that sun dance, that was a man's ceremony, because man doesn't carry that life, but their way to experience that, right? To be in that womb. But now it's for everybody. What was I saying with that though? Fertility, the creativity, right? But we all got those capabilities in us. So that flow time, yes, that ceremonial time where it's that releasing, and they would come together at that moon lodge to release and share everything that they've been carrying all that month, right? To go fresh and renewed into that next month, right? All that stresses and whatever. So that's what it is. It's releasing all those emotions. So that's why as women there's all those emotions coming, because everything that we've dealt with and we've held on to, maybe we never voiced ourselves, is all coming out at that time. Because it's a cleansing time, a releasing time, just naturally. And so whether we can get conscious about that or not, or just go like, I'm feeling bitchy and it's because you did this, you know, and not look with inside and go, well, no, it's because I'm hormonal, and you know what, that didn't bother me last week, but it's bothering me today. And it's not because that's what you did, it's because my hormonals are so going this way. Whatever that is, I don't know. Like, okay, let's focus. Call in all of our directions. All of our energy from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. And calling back all of our energies from the south, the childhood, the innocence, the waters, the emotions. Calling back all of our energies from the west, that's the woman, the physical place of introspection, I always want to say wisdom there, but wisdom is the woman. I don't know, maybe. The north, calling back all of our energies from the north. The wisdom years, the air, the mental. Walking the red road, we go trotting along. Up to self-reflection. We think it's all revolving around us. Look, I'm not 45 now, too. Time of self-reflection. And boy, I have been doing a lot of deep dives in myself. Sometimes we need that help from the outside, but you know what? Everything outside is a reflection going on of what's going on inside. What we need to pay attention to inside, those deep dives. What was that? What did that little want to be, right? Remember, we're responsible for this little now. Nobody else. It's not anybody else's job to fix any traumas that this little went through. Right? Yes, we need help and support on that, but it's us. It's all us. Okay? Not becoming attached to those outside, because that's where this little got hurt before too. Right? We want to trust and open up and let love in. But do those deep dives and reflections. Why are we doing this? Right? Is this because coming from that genuineness to share? Or because I'm needing something? I don't know. We got to do this self-reflection up into the wisdom years. Then we can, as we're doing those deep dives and reflection, we have wisdom to look back on. And we can look at those stories. Can we tell those stories and feel healed from that? Because this can be a marker of how far you've come along on your healing journey, is when you can tell your story. And a story that, you could barely get through because you're breaking up or whatever. But you can tell your story as if it was just a story. And now you're expanded. And as we share these stories, that's the wisdom too of actually listening. Not thinking we know what somebody's actually saying, but actually listening. Because in those stories and sharing our stories could trigger something else. And it might not even be about the same story, but a word we share might trigger something else and create a healing and an expansion in somebody else. And we don't know. We do this innocently by living from our wholeness, right? And looking at those stories that we tell ourselves. Are they helping us to expand? Or are they keeping us contracted, keeping us repeating those same toxic cycles? The wisdom years, that's where it comes up into. That's where we get to look back and reflect on that, right? And then east to west is the blue road of spirit. Then we celebrate, right? The sun rises. We are born into the eastern gate. We exit through the western gate. 25. It's coming up. We're in June. Countdown is on. 46. Yes. And that sharing, that quickening, like in that rebirth, when you feel it coming, they call that nesting in the time of pregnancy for that woman. Because that woman, when we're so in tune with that, we know when that baby's come in. Yeah, we do. So we need to get everything ready. But in the powwows, traditionally it's a place for all the communities come together and celebrate and share their best. They don't bring their worst, the things they want to get rid of. All those giveaway ceremonies are about giving your best. Giving your best. And how can we give our best if we're not in tune with that best part of ourselves? So right now, we're all in that gestation period. That quickening is coming because we're all about to be reborn into the truest, most loving version of ourselves. Because we're accepting our whole selves as we are. And we're not afraid to show that. Because how are we going to be loved exactly, fully, holy, and true as we are if we're not showing that? Let it all out. That's the North Shield. East to west, that's the wisdom. The wisdom is connecting with that spirit, to connecting to your inner knowing, to connecting to that gratitude, right? Because gratitude will bring more for you to be grateful for, right? I always tell my kids, if you're not happy with what you got, you're never going to be happy because you're always looking for more. You're always looking for more. So be happy with what you got. When more comes in, that's bonus. You be happy for that too. Show that gratitude, thank you, appreciation, and not just for that one that gave it to you, but for the true source of it all, right? Right, Father and Mother, those heavenly, spiritual, invisible forces. Well, Mother ain't that invisible, but it got some invisible force that's going on her. Might be, I don't know. Let's look at that wisdom. Tap into that wisdom inside of you. Tap into that source inside of you. Tap into those truth tingles. Know your body and all its signals. Then it's not about whether others are lying to you or anything like that. It's you're trusting that. It's trusting yourself. It doesn't have to do with anybody else. It's trusting yourself. And then we know. Then we'll know. Then we'll know. Even if it's not clear. But we'll listen. We'll listen to that little going, don't be trusting that one. Or, something shady here. Or when that little goes, yeah, please, I want to leap into that one's arms. And you go, whoa, 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 right? So what is it? Are we following that instincts or that intuition? Above, below, and within. Horse of power at 35. Following that inner wisdom. We're going to leave these guys out right now. That's that horse power and following that inner wisdom, right? And power isn't about power over. It's that empowerment, right? Above, below, and then within. That came out on the within direction. Looking within. Looking within. Here, we go like this. So they look at each other. Because it's that reflections. Look at that salmon inside of you. Look at the horsey inside of you. That inner wisdom. You already know what to do. Is there something that you've been called to do that you haven't done? No, I took care of something like that this morning. I've been feeling called and called and called. My self-doubt getting in there. Whatever it is, right? Hesitancies, whatever. Old habits. Survival. Instinct. I don't know. But I had to follow my intuition. Have to, right? When you listen to your heart, follow your soul's connection. You're always going in the right direction. I don't know, and I just did an extra little shuffle on those. That's the way it goes. So let's get this around her. Where are we at? 11:34. It says over there. Okay. Oh, my neck is so sore. I'll get a shower. She'll rub some of that stuff on me. Oh, it would be nice to get some massage therapy. I say that's feel good therapy. Well, I would like to feel good. Right? Sounds fair to me. Okay. Calling all the directions for these medicine women. We'll get those all lined up. And then we'll get moving on. Gotta get moving on here. Oh. Whew. Above. Oh. And within. Oh, it's getting tighter. It's getting tighter. I know, I've been having fun, but I kind of been ignoring my body a little too. I missed a doctor's appointment last Friday. I knew it was there, but I got sidetracked in other things, so I have to stay focused here and in here. So I can't let that stuff go that I just started to get on the roll here. I gotta pay attention to that. I gotta stay focused on me. I gotta stay focused on me and what this body needs. So I hope nobody takes it personally. But others in my life take that personally. And it's not personal. It just takes a lot of practice. I'm still practicing. Staying focused on me and my need. So. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we gonna reflecting before we acting? What are we gonna try today? Let's look. Thought if we can try. Tell about Trump. In eternal time in the rhythm drum, the heartbeat of your drum. Heartbeat of Mother Earth. There was this story. Where did I read it? One teachings about the drums is how the woman gifted, the men were out of touch with their heart and the heartbeat of Mother Earth. So the women made the drums as a gift to the men to keep them connected to their own heartbeat and to the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Something similar to that. But we look at that. We can't push ourselves. Right? Didn't I just say I have to pay attention to my own body and look at that? And we go by the rhythm and timing of our own. And when we're doing that, it'll naturally start and groove and harmonize with others around us too. But if we're not, we're going to throw everything all out of whack because we're trying to go to somebody else's rhythm and timing. But when we tap into that natural, right? It'll come out natural. If we're patient, This has been calling to me for a while when I needed to clear up this morning, but You know, it wasn't the time then. There's things that had to happen that I couldn't see that, you know, had to be resolved in there. But it was in that divine timing and with connecting with my own heart and all that, right? This is what we need. And then that rebirth, look at that. We can't force a rebirth. If we feel that coming, we're feeling alive, we're ready to go. We cannot force that to happen. I remember that just with my firstborn, I was excited for him to come out. I was reading these books about how to bring them on, and oh, they're safe at this time because this is all about, you know, and maybe TMI, but there was a certain position or whatever that I'm like, let's do this, and then I did that, and the next day I went into labor, and he was 4 weeks premature, and I didn't get to hold him for 4 days after he was born, and I had a little tube in his nose and in the isolate. I didn't take any pictures of him there because still got that one clear in my head. So there is things we don't want to rush in, right? We're not rushing, you know. We don't rush along, right? And we don't rush in. Even if we feel it, even if we know, even if we're so in tune, like this is it, let's go, right? We need to do those things and find that time, right? Get in touch with that internal rhythm, that time. And we know this is coming, but we need to, like in that quickening and sharing, right? The mother would get oh, now is the time to get the nursery already. We have to have the baby here, get that car seat, get all those things ready. This is that preparation time for when that rebirth happens, because it's inevitable. It's happening, you know, like once you got that, there's no stopping it from coming out. You know, you can't close your legs and say, I changed my mind, I'm out of here. You know, there's some things, right? You get to that point of no return. You know, it's too late to turn around, you know? So it's patience, and we know it's happening. We know it's there. And if we try to rush that along, and we may create complications that may not have been there if we just let it happen naturally, you know? I don't know, who's to say that my Andy Bear wouldn't have had those complications if he got those extra 4 weeks. I don't know, and as moms, we blame ourselves for everything. Maybe that was the way it was supposed to be. Maybe, you know, maybe not with my ego thinking I'm that powerful. I'm not. I mean, we all are. I mean, we really are. Okay. Action. So look at that. Tap into that eternal rhythm, that timing, right? It's divine timing, not our timing, but we can align with that. So then we can have a better feel of when that will be. Oh. It's hard when you can't, you know, when you get so excited. I know. I've been the queen over here trying to be patient and all that, trying to make things happen. But in that, you know, there's other people that have gotten hurt in that. But the one that got hurt the most was my little. Placing the loyalties where they didn't belong or whatever, where it wasn't reciprocated. Poo, 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 whatever. Okay, what are we going to act on? Okay, we're looking at that internal rhythm and that rebirth. Maybe there's that one step that we can take. We need to try just that little step, a slow and steady, but we feel like we're still working towards that. We're still getting closer to it, right? And focusing in on that energy and using it to the best. It's creative forces to help create the most ultimate, to strengthen that, right? Whatever that is, what's that action we can try today? Or any day, watch it, whatever. Feel the plenty, the ideas and needs manifested. Maybe practicing and seeing what you already did, right? Maybe there's an idea and then go manifest it. 38. Almost 38. Ideas and needs manifested. This is exciting, right? Because we see the dreams coming true. We see them. So maybe that action is to slow down. What is that? The integrity impeccably. Let's look at that. Are we getting excited? We're trying to force it. So we need to look at that. How are ideas and needs manifested? Are we trying to make it happen? Are we sitting back and allowing it to unfold naturally in the most beautiful way, the way it was meant to, the way it was divinely orchestrated to? I don't know. We're looking at our power in the situation. How to do that? What is our power? We can step back. We can retreat. We can look. We can share all the ideas and the needs. And, you know, if it's in relationships, right? To yourself, to others, whatever. We need to look at that in ourselves and identify what is our needs. Are we projecting our needs onto somebody else? Are we expressing our needs? Or are we expecting them to just know, right? When they're not inside of us. So maybe it's a rebirth of being able to express your feelings. In what, whether it's in words, in paintings, or whatever, right? Impeccable integrity. Getting clear of what that is. We have these creative energies, and do we confuse them? Because creative and sexual energy are the same. Do we waste it away? And it's not wasted, it's never wasted in those ways, but sometimes those can be so intense and so passionate that it can get confused. That's something I keep looking at in myself too, right? Especially since, it's been a little longer for me. When we have attractions to others and things like that, we really need to seriously look in ourselves and make sure, right? Because now this is other human beings, right? So we have to use our integrity impeccably. Right? And know what we are. What is our ideas? What is our needs here? What are we expecting out of this? Are we expecting anything? Or are we here to give and just share that love and, see whatever comes out of that? Just nurture the seeds and just whatever timing, I'm just going to follow it. And when I get that, inspiration and excitement and guidance, and then I'll go and I'll know that time to act. Right? But right now it's resting in it, enjoying in it. Let it gestate and see what is it that you need from this. What is that you need to offer into this world? What is your gift to share with that world? Being reborn into your fullest, wholest self, right? Holiest self, whatever that is, up to the top. Let's see. Overall, we take these actions. Pourquoi? Pourquoi? Whoop. Yeah, I must have split there. We'll split it there. Why? Because we're on a vision quest, that seeking and finding, that number 3. We seek and we find, we see that reflections of ourselves. We see beauty in another. Can you see that beauty that's in yourself too? If you see that in another, do you realize that is in you too? Otherwise you would not have been able to recognize it. What is that for you, right? Is it that a diversion that's from them? 23. Wow, there's another 23 came up again. Right? Seeking and finding. We look for the diversion because we're looking outside. We think it's that. I want that outside. I want to be that outside of me. And that's a diversion because it's already inside of you. You're seeing it outside of you because Creator wants to see that it's already in you. That beautiful, divine being that you are. You don't think you have anything to share. That's a big diversion. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay. Look at that within you. That's the reflection. What is your life reflecting to you now? Is it exciting? Are you trying to make it happen now? I do so much. I do. I just dive right in. I do. And then quickly it becomes more about the other than me. And I lose track of me and what I need. So that's why I need very other strong beings around me, that they're all their own creatures. They all take full responsibility for their own selves and emotions, and they handle that, and they don't blame anybody else for that. They don't put their shit on anybody else because they're looking inside, and they're taking full responsibility. Because that's what we all need to do, not project our shit on anybody else. It's nobody's responsibility to make up for what that last one did. So we need to look at that. Are we holding somebody else accountable for somebody else's things? Right. Wow. We need to look at that. Or are we holding ourselves back because there's something that's familiar? And so, but wait, no, we felt this before now. And then that just led down this road and we got hurt. But maybe it was just a little sign, just a little hint of what you're going to feel. That's what I thought. I say I got a lot of previews to the main event. But that's what I asked for, so I could recognize it. I would recognize when it showed up at my door, right? And I wouldn't turn it away. That I would answer the door. Right? The knock and the door will open. Well, you know what? If there's a knock at your door, right? You need to open it. Right? Or how's it going to get in? And maybe that's your miracles. I don't know. We need to look at that. within yourself. What does that say to you? Those cycles and movement. Where's that cycles and movement need to be created in your life? Oh, this reminds me, I'm sitting up here. Oh my goodness, I went to bed last night. This candle was burning all night. All night, okay? I didn't blow this out yesterday. And it's still up here. So it burned all the live long day. And when I turned my light out to go to bed last night, I saw this glow over here. And it was so tell me, all right? Could have burnt down my begin with in home. And there was like a card kind of over top of it too. One of the moon cards or whatever got knocked over top of it. So, whew. Anyways, so we're creating those cycles and movements, and we see how blessed we are, that we are divinely protected and watched over. We're safe as we go and explore in this world, right? We're safe to explore. Share love. That's the magic of it. Look at 16 equals a 7 like that. That's the magic. And Raven is for that distant healing as well. We can send a Raven. So whenever I say I'm sending lots of loving, supportive vibes, there's probably going to be a Raven. You'll probably see a Raven. Maybe even a crow around. Because I tried to connect with that too. Okay, anyways, whew, leave that up there. So that's what we're doing. That's the magic of it. Oh, and it seems like magic, but it's not. We're tuned in. We're tuned into those laws, and we are co-creating. It seems like magic, but it's not. We just get out of our own way. We just get out of our own way, and that's what we need to do. Ha-ha. Let all that love and light pour through. Woo-hoo. That's how we manifest a peaceful world together, for sure. The rebirth, the internal timing, and right, all have different timings of that, right? And that is fine. That is okay. We're all on time. We're on time. Oh, we're on time. Knuckle, we're on time. I love that song. And rebirth in our own timing, in divine timing, not ours. We gotta get out of the way. I was just talking about a rebirth yesterday. Wise priestess energizing others. That's that rebirth. That's the power lodge of the pipes, channeling, being clear, tapping in, getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your own source inside. And sending that out. Tap into that, your wise priestess inside of you. Yes, you have what there too. Even if you are man, we have all of these divine parts within ourselves. Fully whole we are. So look at that, right? We tap into that. That helps others too. As we follow more in tune and in time with others, that with ourselves, it helps others too, right? We're not going all off because we're not trying to do that one's beat, because we all got our own beats. And that's how it helps energize others. When we're going into our own beats, they find their rhythm too. And then all of a sudden, right, it just harmonizes and it goes together. Like, look at the beautiful music that nature makes, and it all just goes together. It's beautiful. Right, and they're not up there with a conductor going, okay, little robins, you take it away over here, Blue Jays, you know. They just follow their own inner knowing, their wisdom inside. Feel the plenty, the integrity, and this is how we manifest those ideas and dreams with the utmost integrity. We don't try to manipulate nothing, right? We're just open to receive all that is. We give from that whole heart, from our wholeness, not our woundedness. Give from our wholeness and not our woundedness. Oh, materialization of love is coming up, and letting go, right? Where is that saying? If you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. Whatever that is. Right? Okay, what is that? The Jaguar, the field of plenty. It's restoring that balance. This is what we need to do. 6 of stones, 3 of bowls. That love and loving yourself. 3, 6. Spiritual kinship, restoring family. See, Look at that. There. Spiritual kinship. Connecting on a soul level. Deeper than just that physical one. It's a soul level. When we're connected at such a deep level, those are harder to sever. And that restores the balance, because so much of us is just getting hooked on the superficial, the material. We're not seeing that deeper. We don't want to dive deeper because we're protecting ourselves. We're going by instinct. But now we need to restore that balance because we kept this one blocked. And maybe that's what happened to the other one. So then we're keeping this one blocked. And this little one just wants to be free and be a rock star. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Yee. We're doing it. Yeah, we be. 3 and 6. See that 6 is over there too. So it's looking at that. We're restoring a balance. But we need to do that first in our own lives and open up to receive. Again, have you given so much? And now it's your time to receive? Sometimes I feel like that for me, but mine is just natural. Somebody gives to you in gratitude. I want to keep giving back and paying forward, but I need to sit back and receive first. Because I've been emptied and drained. Like I've been to the point. Complete empty. Never felt like that in my life. And I hear you, everybody. I'm not the only one that has ever gone through that. And it just, I want to help anybody that feels that way. I want you to feel loved, loved and accepted. At least one person in this world over here. I'll never judge anybody. I might discern that I might not want that in my life. You go over there, but I'll never judge you. To each your own, okay? Oh, yeah, all beautiful beings out there. Every single one of us, no exceptions. Okay, and up there, that vision quest. What's diverting us from our vision quest? The alert are through opposition. We think we don't have it if we keep looking at what we don't have and what's not there. Oh, I see vision in there, the Hanged Man. I love that card. That's been one of my cards for a long time here. Popping up for me. Very interesting. Oh, look at these jumping out. They want to say a couple of things, but please, one. Top that off with one, that vision crest. Okay, Creator, good thing you can understand me, no matter what language I speak in. There we go. It's up there. Offering of love to a bull's friendship. And that's where it starts, because you have to love yourself fully, holy, and true. Because if that offer comes in, you might not let it in. You might not feel you're worthy of it. You might divert. There comes self-sabotage. Sometimes we don't even know. But it's beautiful. You have another soul that's patient, compassionate, and understanding, and doesn't take things personally. So when we're in touch with that, then we know that 2 of Cups, we love ourselves. We bring that into balance in ourselves, right? We're not looking outside for anybody to complete us. We're already complete and whole human beings as we are, right? So that's the diversion. If we're looking for somebody to complete us, we are already whole as we are. Look at that. There's the 2 and a 3, and that diversion is 23. 23. It's a diversion. If we're starting to push that, we don't come from that wholeness, or we're thinking something outside of us is going to complete us. But we all need those friendships. We all need that love. We're social creatures. This is the way we was made. The image and likeness of our Creator. Our Creator got lonely up there. Loved Mother Earth so much and said, let's do this, baby. Let's make us some babies. Maybe, I don't know. Please excuse. I have okay. I want you to see those down there too. And what's this one? An offering of love. Then we offer that cup of love. We find that balance within ourselves. And this is, what is that? That's the Ace of Bowls, right? We offer that out, and then we find that friendship. And once we build that within, we're balanced within there. We're not looking for somebody else. We're not going to make them responsible for our feelings. Look at that. There's balance. Right there again. And bounty and harvest. And then listening to your heart. Listening to your heart. Your heart's calls and your soul's cry. Hear that first. Hear that. What's it calling you to do? Listen to your heart. Okay, I want to look at another one back there. Woo-hoo. Look, what's that one? Integration. That's the magic. The rainbows blend. The temperance in the regular decks, right? That's that inner knowing. We know how to blend it. Alligator takes everything in, integrates everything before making a move. What's this one? Let's have a little peekies. Master storyteller. So there we go. That's how we do this. Listen to our heart. We follow it. We have that bounty. We get that harvest. Right? This is coming, or what has been. Usually the bottom deck is what's coming. Right? Because we did this work. We listened to our heart. Right? We saw the bounty. Spirit was there to help us to see the bounty that our life and our dedication, devotion to ourselves, being the best we can be and connecting to those invisible things inside of us and following that. Bold and brave like salmon swimming up that river. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. I'm doing this. Oh man, this is freaking me out, but I'm doing it. And look at where that leads. It's beautiful. Now let's sit back and relax and let it just happen and flow. We'll get that guidance and we'll follow on that guidance. Whatever that is for you, whatever is coming to you and manifesting in your life. There's that offer of love. Have you given that to yourself first? Have you developed that friendship with yourself first and loving all parts of yourself so that you can allow those parts to be loved by somebody else as well? Another thing, right? If we feel unlovable at this place, we're not going to allow somebody else to love that. Or maybe sometimes it takes somebody else to love that to help us love that part of ourselves. Maybe. I don't know. What does it all say to you? That is a very beautiful today. Look at that. Very beautiful. Oh, you beautiful beings. I love you all so very much. Whoops. Have a wonderful, blessed day. I'll see you at the Wild Unknown Wednesdays. I like that one. I love those Wild Unknown cards. Anyways, have a wonderful, blessed day, you beautiful beings. Mwah. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes. Thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do. And thank you for sharing your stories and diving deep with me, too. I look forward to hearing from all of y'all someday when you get that timing to share. That'd be awesome. I love you all very much. Thank you.